Alright, you guys can not see what I'm looking at as I'm sharing the wrong thing. Boom. This is everything you've explored. I've got...
If I remember correctly, we were all quiet, we had all settled down, and then out of nowhere, crunch, crunch. And that was just Sabina's mic, but I don't know what happened after that.
Yeah, you heard big booming
Perfect sound
footsteps
effect.
coming towards you. You guys heard big footfalls approaching, the crunching of branches and twigs and leaves.
Can we tell what direction it's coming from?
Yeah, directly like northeast of you. They're approaching. The footfalls are getting closer. It doesn't sound like a sprint or a gallop by any means, but they are approaching. You guys just sit put. Don't hide.
mean, if we-
What shelters around us? What things can we gain cover on? What is around us?
You're in like a thick foresty jungle. Does this visual aid fill in any of those questions?
A little. So, like, we're of course on the ground, right?
Yeah, you are inside the trees, underneath the canopy.
Opposite side of wherever the trees are coming, or whatever the sound is coming. I'm trying to gain some sort of cover or something by the trunk.
I'm assuming we're not on an actual, like, path, right?
No, you're
So
just in
super
the
traveled.
woods. Yeah, you're just in
So-
the woods.
Yeah, so it's hard to tell where to hide, because we're not.
I mean, you have a shit ton. You have like rock formations, trees with big exposed roots, trees with really wide trunks. You can climb up a tree and hide in the leaves.
I'm gonna climb up.
Too.
Hiding behind trunks.
All right,
Yep,
I
hi.
will also be hiding behind trunks. I can't climb.
perfect. Tau,
Hiding behind trunks.
you guys wait a bit. Gets closer. Gets closer, and you see, much like the image, several Brachiosaurus make their way past you up the mountainside a bit, leaving a surprisingly small amount of disturbance in their wake. They knocked over some smaller trees, but other than that, they leave it mostly pristine behind them. They end up passing by you. No other footsteps follow them. Those seem to be what were coming towards you.
They didn't look like scared or anything.
They didn't really even take notice of you. Their heads were kind of poking out.
I don't really have a need to deal with these guys, so unless you guys want to, I think we can hide, keep doing our thing.
Describe to me what doing your thing is.
Setting up camp.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
Yeah, what time of day is it?
It's probably 1 p.m.
So maybe not setting up camp, maybe just keep moving.
midday.
Yeah, keep moving on.
Sure.
If they were coming from northeast, would you say they were going southwest?
Yeah, like southwest, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious.
What food do you have?
Bought meats.
All the meats that I got.
Oh, how much meat do you have?
Plus
We
rations,
re-upped
right?
on
Yeah.
rations and
Yeah.
stuff like that in Elventown.
Perfect. Then mark off a day's worth of meat and rations.
Was somebody keeping track of all of that, or?
Whoever bought
I
them.
mean, 10
Okay.
days has been the standard so far. I don't know if we want to keep 10 days worth going. Seems like a
I think
pretty
meat
good number.
It's a lot
only
of food.
lasts for 4.
Well, I don't know about meats and stuff like that. I'm talking about rations specifically. Rations, we always bought 10 days worth traveling in and out of First Town
Mhm.
prior to Crystal Forest. So
Do you guys have water with you?
I'm creating water as soon as everybody runs out.
So do you guys want to
Like
like
casting.
sit down here for a bit, rest, drink some water? Or do you just want to push forward?
Not a full 4 hours of sitting around.
Right.
Like enough time to fill up a thing.
Yeah,
full of
like
water, drink.
a mid-hike break.
Sure.
You know.
Everyone pick a number 1 through 6, and no one pick the same number.
6.
7.
1 through 6.
Oh!
0 then.
You're just kind of hanging out, kind of walking around real quick, and you see a quilled monkey scurries out of the brush, runs up to a loggy-looking branch thing, kind of pops up and just starts looking at you. Gives a couple squeaks and hoots. Just kind of checking you out. Starts looking at the rest of the party. Looks back at you.
Is it like a cute, I'm a squirrel looking at people kind of a way? Or
It looks
I'm
exactly
glad
like
they-
this.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna wave. I'm gonna be like, hello.
Kind of like leans towards you a little bit. Gives a couple sniffs. A long, pale yellow appendage fly out from the top of the trees. It extends down at an angle, right for the monkey. The monkey curls and reacts just in time to get its quills out. The appendage lands on the monkey, lands into the pins, retracts back without grabbing the monkey. Everyone hears a really loud rour. Does this help?
is it not like coming from the top of the tree somewhere?
X, Y, and Z
It
axis. Come
came
on.
through the canopy.
It's a really long appendage.
It is a very long
Yeah.
appendage.
Can we set throw off a warning shot, Thea?
No, I'm gonna go run back to the group.
Photonos and Tau, give me spot
Yeah.
checks.
14.
Photonos, you see some rabbit rats scurrying north along the ground. A small group of spider frogs hopping away headed southeast.
Alright, the animals are clearing out. Everybody be on your guard.
The monkey
Gonna...
uncurls and bolts west.
We should bolt south. Or north. North, towards our destination.
Alright.
And I bolt.
Everyone give me a hide check. If you're trying to be stealthy, or if you don't care, don't worry about it.
I think I'm gonna try and be stealthy for at least like the first one or two. Until I get like a distance away. That's a 23.
What are the rest
and
of you
I
up
have
to?
40-foot speed plus I'm using my whole thing for it.
I think Thea is going to probably follow Chevelle, but probably not as fast.
Okay. Are you being sneaky? Are you trying to like hide, weave between the trees at all, or are you just running in a straight line as fast as you can?
I'm being sneaky about it.
Okay. Roll me a hide. What are you doing?
I'm just like telling everybody to move, and I'm gonna be at the back, just kind of like
26.
encouraging everybody to go with me.
All right. Give me a hide.
Like my first priority is convincing everybody to get moving, and then following them.
Yeah, I think I'm following Photonos, bobbing and weaving between trees instead of like trying to find a good tree to like hide behind, just like zigzag.
Yeah. Instead of just like running in a straight line, you're trying to keep some kind of cover, right?
Yeah.
So roll me a hide.
18 for me.
Tau, you doing the same thing?
Yeah, but I'm probably not stealthy about it, so.
Okay.
Tis a tool, my guy. Oh god.
Somebody can make a distraction, that'd be sick.
Tau, being the least stealthy of everybody,
Really?
Well, I mean, we're battling at it, that's for sure.
you see a long, scaled lizard-like creature burst through the trees, uprooting the tree in front of it. And this is a fully grown-ass tree. You have basically a 12-foot tall mega raptor, eyes trained on you, coming towards you.
Right. The Indoraptor, god damn it.
12 feet tall with a total length of 24 feet. It's probably 40 feet behind you, bursting through the tree line. Botanos, it's probably 30 for you.
Can I tell, in a sense, its motive as it's coming out? Is it hunting a specific prey or
Bloodlust.
just kind of raging about?
Bloodlust.
Hungry
Okay.
for something.
It's literally, it's chasing us down specifically though, right?
Its attention is on you currently. If you
I
turn,
will-
look over your shoulder, it's pretty obviously coming towards you specifically.
Okay. I am going to cast Lair on it. It's got to make a fort save.
19?
Yeah, that probably does it.
I'm sorry, 16. Alright, it is dazzled.
A creature takes a -1 penalty on attack rolls, search checks, and spot checks for 1 minute.
I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on it.
Okay. It is going to act before you, though. It is going to shoot out a very long, frog-like tongue towards you, Tau. Rolling really badly.
Oh, woohoo.
I know. Does an 18 hit you?
No.
The sparkle in its eyes is getting in the way. Alright, Photonos,
Thanks,
go ahead.
It is will save.
That is a 17.
Yeah, it makes it.
It is not calm.
Being at the front, do I see anything around me before I continue or pick a direction?
Sure, give me a spot or a listen. Listen will probably give you information further out, but less detailed. Spot will give you highly detailed, but more immediate.
I think I'm just gonna go for a general spot to see what looks like a safe direction. 25.
So I'm assuming you're running in like this direction.
More like northeast.
Okay. If you go
West, I should
directly
say.
north or a little northwest, you're gonna start going uphill. But it is
Okay.
a large escalation in height.
Then yes, yeah, I'd definitely be following along the edge.
Okay.
I
It
guess,
gets
gets closer to
rockier, but it is no less forested.
but it doesn't look like there's more threats in the direction that I continue, right?
No, not that you see.
Okay. Bolting.
Thea, looking behind her, can she tell that the rest of the group is following along, or have they stopped to confront this creature?
Doing like a quick glance, you see that at least 4 of you are running in the same direction, and everyone seems to be following wherever Chevelle's going.
looks
Okay.
back, sees people throwing spells over their shoulders
Right.
while
Yeah,
running.
Tao backpedals a little bit, does a thing. It's like, okay, I think I got it. Runs. A giant tongue smashes next to him.
Thea is gonna attempt then to keep up with Cheville.
Okay.
I'm probably just gonna keep running.
This thing's going to continue pursuit. Its tongue is going to miss Tao again. A second tongue is going to come out. Does a 23 hit you, Photonos?
Yep.
What do you mean a second tongue?
You're going to get grabbed by a gross, sticky, but like hard, muscly thing. Catches you and kind of like grabs around you, like around your shoulders and like sides a little bit. It's going to try and pull you back. Make me a strength save unless you give in. Or a strength check unless you want to
You're
give
cutting
in.
out, I don't know.
Strength check.
Or strength.
Strength check or what?
Unless you want to give in.
Oh, okay.
You're sure you don't want
15
to?
strength.
Yeah, I mean, cool. It rolled an 11. You start to get pulled back, and both hands just grab trees on either side, and you've caught yourself.
And it's still holding me?
Oh yeah,
Like
it's attached.
Okay. Did I take any damage from that, or did I
Mm-mm.
miss that?
You just didn't
Okay.
get pulled in.
Cool.
Damage the tongue.
You're not technically grappled either.
Cool.
It's just like adhesive tongue.
The original one is going to close the distance, and it's going to be within 10 feet of you, Tao.
Wait, how many of these things are there?
Yeah, what?
There's the
Wait, is it
one.
two
There's,
tongues out of one guy or two guys with two tongues?
there's two
I'm
separate
confused.
tongues. One grabbed Photonos from inside the tree line, and the other one's still chasing you, and it missed.
So there's two
Oh, there's-
Indoraptors. Okay, somebody needs to let me
Cool.
know so I can turn around and fight.
Didn't know it was two boys.
Yes.
Thought it was one big boy.
Me either.
Alright, well, complete change of all plans. I mean, we're gonna keep moving. Do I see Photonos get all licked up?
I assume you're turning around every so often to check. You see he's grabbing onto two trees. A long yellow fleshy thing is coming out from the canopy and has kind of grabbed onto his back.
Where is he in
In relation to you,
me?
30 feet behind, but this thing's 10 feet behind you. So it's not in between you guys, but it is closer than him to you.
I cast Swift Fly on myself, and as I'm fading back towards this thing, I'll use one of my free five-step movements to like hit the ground and then like flip out 5 feet to the side,
Uh-huh.
and then start backpedaling towards Photonos. Yeah, I basically like throw on the parachutes with my wings as I'm going like full brake. This like giant raptor's coming at me, and as it's coming at me, I'm gonna blip sideways the 5 feet real quick, or you know, as far as I can outside, and just start backpedaling, flying backwards towards Photonos.
Okay. You have a 60-foot fly speed, so you can easily get to Photonos and still have
Cool.
a
An
normal action, yeah. In
Okay.
half your
Well,
movement.
Yeah,
I
30
will
feet
go
left.
ahead and just like take my scythe and just like cut at this tongue and try it with intent to sever.
Sure. Give me an attack.
Cool. I will also simultaneously, as I'm attacking it, cast Touch of Fatigue. So even if it doesn't fully do anything, he will be fatigued.
Is it a free action to cast?
Counts as a complete free action.
Okay.
There's actually a dark, a dusk blade, like says it. I can cast it as one free action per day. So
How far away am I at this point?
You're 60 feet from where Tao was. So you're now 90 feet away from him, now that he's flown back.
How far am I away from this second Indoraptor that has shown up?
Hard to tell. You haven't seen its body yet.
I'm gonna go where tiger form
Okay.
and start moving back to where I saw Tao kind of starting to regroup. I can move 40 feet.
Yeah, you're 20 feet away from where this thing was chasing Tao. It is in mid-react to Tao moving.
I think I can only do the one move since I shape change, so...
Okay.
How far ahead are we from the closest?
You're probably 40 feet ahead, and you see Cheville sprint back the way you guys were running from and turn into a pitch black puma and then start running on all fours back the way you guys came.
I go panther mode up the stairs.
Fia will stop. She's not gonna head towards, but she's gonna stop.
40
Give
feet.
her a second to figure out what she wants to do.
Greg?
I think he's gonna stop, but I don't know, like he can't do much. Start like jogging that way because everyone's there, but yeah, going backwards.
Okay.
Just trying to like in his mind like go through all the things that's like possible for him to do.
Does he draw any weapons?
BMO and like kind of like send him forward.
Set him down on the
Yeah.
ground and flip the switch?
Yep. Yep. It's his time to shine.
BMO is on.
Nice.
Tao, what'd you roll?
26 to hit.
You hit.
11 damage, is fatigued because it is a touch attack and it succeeded. So fatigued for 5 rounds, can neither run nor charge and takes a -2 penalty on strength and dexterity checks.
That's pretty good. You do not sever the tongue.
Trying Photonos.
But this thing is about as thick as Photonos is at the waist.
So the one that's closest to me at this point, how close is it, roughly?
It's the
10
one
feet-ish?
that's attached to you. It's at least 30 feet away,
So they're both about 30 feet away?
roughly.
Hit me with that will save, please.
Sure.
And I cast it on the one that's furthest behind, I guess.
That is a solid
Ugh, that doesn't sound good.
12.
Ooh, okay. I would like to know 2 of this creature's strengths and 2 of its weaknesses, please. This is the no opponent spell.
Its tongue has a 60-foot reach. It runs 60 feet normally. It
Okay.
can track things by scent, and it pounces. Weaknesses is it's clumsy in a charge, always stays in a pack, it never goes solitary, it doesn't turn around very quickly.
I'm gonna run, if it's 30 feet away, I'm gonna run 20 feet towards it, and then do a little boot click to teleport 10 feet behind it.
You're still attached.
Oh, I am still attached.
Yeah.
But it's not a grapple?
No, it's stuck to you. You can still like move about, like move your arms and everything
yeah.
fine, but you're also holding yourself.
Yes, I'll...
You're holding yourself from being retracted by holding onto trees on either side of you.
Yeah, so kind of what I'm saying is I'm gonna like let go of the trees, and as I like run/get pulled towards it, after like 20 feet, I do the teleporting thing to get behind it.
With the tongue still
Because the
attached,
solo teleport,
you could
I don't think it can still be attached with me.
do one of the Star Wars things, the snow speeders or whatever, you know? it's attached to you. It's either gotta like give up the attachment and risk being like tripped.
How long do you retract back before you
What
click?
do you mean away? I was thinking like 20 feet, so then I'm within 10 feet of it, and then I click, and I can do that 20 feet, so then I'm behind it by 10 feet.
Okay, high or low?
Was the idea. High.
You click your boots and you go back 20 feet, get put out right over a more hollow part of the ground, but it's got like some roots in it, and you kind of fumble into it, and you're about 10 feet just to the left of this other one. It's 10 feet further back from where you teleported to.
Okay, I think I get that. Okay.
You're now prone.
Yeah, for this round, she's just going to cast Mage Armor on herself and figure out what the situation in front of her is.
Sounds great. This one, Tao dodged and went past, is gonna like track Tao like leaving and going past him, but the body does not follow. And it like very clumsily tries to like slow down and what's it fucking called? Drift, but it can't.
Yeah.
It's going to be looking towards Tao and not at Cheville, but still be moving towards Cheville. Cheville is about 10 feet away from you now in a mid-turn around, as it's like trying to like scramble and like grab onto trees to correct course quickly. Botanos, the one that you teleported from, is going to see the little sparks that are left behind when you bounce around.
Right.
and it's gonna track to where you are and try and shoot its tongue out at you again. 15 probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
Yeah, it glides right over you. Can't get a good angle on you. Grok is gonna have a tongue come out at him from the trees as well, and it is going to grab Grok.
Where's Grok in relation
many
to all of us?
That is the third
Kind of
one
pack.
now.
I'd like to ask, did Photonos let us know this information he learned from his spell in some fashion?
I am attempting to. In the mess right now. Like, I was still holding onto the tree and Tao was next to me, and I was like, hey, by the way, this info, and then turned around and flew at it.
You're starting to think that this thing traveled in a group. Grok did not make his strength, and he is being retracted back into the woods.
Yeah.
In relation to
where's
us?
He's
I can only
in
do so
between
much.
all of you somewhere. He's being retracted to
boy.
this one.
Ay.
Yeah, so I see the one that's taking Grok, right?
Yeah, it's
Run.
40 feet away, and you're gonna have to go through the other one's space.
That's okay. We'll definitely do that. I'm going to run up to it, improved grapple it. Improved grab? Grapple. Okay, yeah, so it deals normal damage and attempts to start a grapple as a free action. So yeah, okay,
Right.
then I will pounce, and then
Okay.
improved grapple, or
Yeah.
improved grab.
So you do your
Fine,
attack,
whatever.
and then you get a free grapple.
It's going to be a 30 to an attack, yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit.
So 14 damage, and then I'll do the grapple, nat 20.
You are definitely grabbing onto the tongue. Are you bracing yourself?
Oh yeah.
Hold on
Grab
and keep it.
and then make
yeah,
it to the
not let it
plant, like
retract.
move away.
Got it.
Right.
Grok is stuck to the end, and you have grabbed the tongue before it fully retracts back. Crag, what are you up to?
I mean, I was chasing after Grok.
You're like here.
Speed.
This is Cheville and Grok. So you're about halfway between Tau and Photonos. Fia's like over here somewhere. You're in a group.
I'm gonna assume that the BMO is just like heading straight for the one that's
You tell me what the BMO's doing.
Okay, the BMO is heading straight for the one that's occupied with Photonos. He's gonna try to shoot the one near Photonos. Try to shoot the one near Photonos. 22?
It hits.
It's an 8 damage.
That's pretty good for BMO.
He's doing his best.
He is. And what are you up to?
So Grok is fine?
Cheville sprinted up and grabbed the tongue mid-retraction and is holding on to the tongue as it's trying to pull both of them back now.
Oh, I see. Oh boy.
For those of you who tuned out of Groovy, this is good music for it.
Yeah, it really is.
Fia has a plan.
What's Fia's plan?
So Fia is going to cast Mirror Image. 3 identical Fias are going to pop out of her
Okay.
and scatter themselves amongst the playing field.
Are they like gonna run off in all different directions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So am I.
Okay.
I'm
Look
gonna
at you! Big moves!
I
Awesome.
am going to get. Is anyone helping Photonos right now? No.
Technically Tau.
Yeah.
And the BMO.
And the
Yeah.
BMO. BMO's taking shots.
So no one is on the other one that's turning around?
No.
The original? Okay, then I'm going to go towards that one. And my mirrors are going to scatter and look helpful.
Greg, did you figure out what you're up to?
Wow.
So you are in the middle of 3 different directions, about evenly spaced.
I
Can make it to whatever fight you want.
Yeah, Photonos, Grok, or the original one that's turning around. Who are you helping?
This is a problem because I have
needs help.
nothing to offer anyone. I'm gonna yell to Cheville, are you okay?
You hear me just like fucking roaring away, like I'm scrapping with this tongue, but I look like I'm fine.
Okay. So then I'm gonna just go with Fia, and I'm gonna pull out my vicious sword. Can I cast Iron
Willingly?
Construct on me, or is that...
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
you can cast that, move, and pull your sword out.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I just realized I misspoke about my mirror images. They have to stay close to me.
Okay.
So I guess they're all moving with me. They have
Okay.
to stay within 5 feet of each other or myself.
Crag follows the gaggle of Fias charging towards the
Oh
dinosaur.
God.
Photonos and Tau, what are you up to?
I'm gonna swing at its leg or its tail, whatever's closest to me. Yeah, and as I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use a ray of enfeeblement.
I am falling?
No, you fell and were prone.
I would like to stand up.
You're up.
How much movement do I have left?
You can either have a standard action or use your standard for movement.
I'm just gonna throw a harpoon at it. This is
Don't know that
13
I
hit.
attacked.
13 does not.
Harpoon. Useless. Alright. Go on.
Reel it back. Is that
Okay.
everybody? The one that turns around sees a gaggle of Fias charging towards it, and it's going to snake its tongue out, hitting one of the images. It is
Would it
still
roll?
charging forward, though.
How long does the tongue stay out?
It's like a frog. Like it shoots out and comes right back.
Thing.
The thing is like it shot out, grabbed Photinos, and he caught himself. It shot out, it grabbed Grok and started pulling back, and Cheville sprinted up and grabbed it before. So it's not like lightning quick, but it's in that turn it comes back. So they can do it again and again and again. The one holding Cheville, can I get a strength check from you, Cheville? These
I
rolls.
believe that's a 19.
Yeah, you're holding on just fine.
I'm a strong cat.
You're gonna hear kind of like a weird open mouth roar, where like it didn't get to roar with its mouth closed and then open kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it busts out of the trees, open mouth, thousands of teeth coming right for you. There's a 22 hit. Believe it does because you don't have dexterity.
Don't lose
You don't lose dex? Gotcha.
25.
Okay. Alright, the one is going to snap its tongue at Tau. That's a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
You are grabbed. Give me a strength check.
22 on my strength check.
You weakened it, but it got a nat 20, so it's a 23.
I was so close. I have all the pluses.
No!
You are grabbed and flying towards its mouth. It's gonna bite you. 23 is a
Damage?
yes, as it crunches down on you. That is all of their turns. Back to you guys.
I want to rake this guy's tongue a whole bunch that I have it.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's gonna give me 4 claw attacks and a bite. First one's a hit. Second one is definitely a hit. 19 is gonna hit, right?
Yeah.
4 hits, and bite's also a hit.
I will say you can only do so much damage to the tongue before you sever it, and the rest won't transfer.
I did 60 damage to it.
You sever the tongue.
Nice.
It stays attached to Grok until like the end of the turn, and then it like flops off. Greg, you know what you're up to?
It's too late for me to like react to whatever like the tongue thing that it did, right?
You weren't right next to it.
Okay.
You can still charge into him.
Can I?
Yeah.
I mean,
You can close.
Okay.
You can close that distance and then go in for a cut. Roll me an attack.
Okay.
Okay.
That's amazing. I got a 18 to hit.
You hit.
Hey, 16 damage.
Awesome. Fia,
Can I make a movement, then an action, then another movement?
you can do half of movement, your action, and half of your movement.
Would I be able to get to the back side of this animal
No,
in half a movement?
not a chance.
Dang it.
Do you want to see the backside, or do you want to be able to reach the backside?
Reach it.
No.
I'm gonna do Burning Hands.
Crag is in that cone.
I also have DR15, so
To physical damage.
there's a thing about fire.
But wait, there's more.
Takes
Yeah.
half damage from acid and fire.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
No.
Only gets better. It's a reflex. It fails. So roll your damage. 16, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was 16.
Okay. And then 10 fire.
Correct. And then my last half of movement is going to be conjoin all of my mirror selves and then split apart again, so he doesn't know which would cast it out.
Ooh, sneaky.
Dang.
Where did you
Magician.
get all these moves?
Craig, roll a reflex.
11.
Alright, you take 5 fire.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and use a shadow point to basically make my scythe shadow sharp, and that doubles my threat range. And
Yep.
I am going to go ahead and throw a 17. Yeah, so 17 plus 15 to hit.
That
The
hits.
17, and what is it? So 19 and 20 extends double range to what?
17 to 20.
Okay, let me roll to confirm. I did not confirm. Okay.
What'd you roll?
9.
You hit. 9 plus what?
9 plus my 15 again, I guess.
Yeah, you hit.
So. Oh, okay. Well,
Hell yeah.
You only have to
that's
roll a
fine.
2 to hit if you have a plus 15.
so that's a ×4 crit.
Sure is.
Yeah,
Dice plus strength plus whatever magic modifiers. So if it's like a plus
Okay.
2, that gets thrown in there.
and then that total score is ×4.
Yeah.
Okay.
You leave out sneak attack and that sort of thing.
Okay, so that's 48. Cast Ray of Touch of Idiocy on him as I'm slashing through him. 1 damage of Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. All 3. It's a basket of fun.
Freaking loud.
It's still alive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but it's got a huge gash through its torso.
Alright, my harpoon's gonna fly back to me and I'm gonna chuck it again. Come on, baby.
Wait,
All right.
can the Beamo
That'll
do
hit.
some more damage?
It sure can.
Nice.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, there's more!
It's okay, it's a new toy.
Exactly.
Do your thing though, Photonos. You don't have to wait.
22?
You hit.
10 damage.
Damn, Beamo!
Heck yeah.
Little laser beams.
12 damage, and then you have to make a reflex saving throw.
You skewer it. How do you want to kill it?
The harpoon is going down its throat and out like the neck.
Out the other
There
side.
we go.
Cool.
Nice.
As it wails and screeches.
And then it returns through, tearing again.
Yeah.
We're through everybody, right? This one is going to give a chomp at Craig. 27's gonna hit.
Yep.
Gonna get bit. 22 damage. Cheville, you're gonna get bit.
I'm gonna get bit.
It's a
It,
27.
Yeah, that hits.
24 damage, and it's going to have one of its talons come up from underneath and try and stab you. That's a nat 20. That's a 28 to confirm the critical.
Alright, we're saving Chevelle
have
next.
fun, buddy.
That's
Oh
that's 38 damage. The one by Photonos is dead. Photonos
Question.
and Tau, give me a listen check.
Okay, question on top of that. Do I have to, like, unravel myself from its mouth as an action?
No, it's gonna go
Or-
limp and just fall off.
Okay.
That's a fat 8 for you.
9 plus 7.
Tau, you hear a large group of birds take off in the distance.
Oh. So there's another!
No.
But wait, there's more.
It's far away.
Well,
Hate
let's
it.
try and clean up what we can and then get moving then.
As quick as possible.
Alright, hey
Good.
Fia.
Yeah.
Burn.
Yeah, do it.
This is the one time I'm gonna just say
Do it.
burn.
Just do
Don't
it.
hit me though.
You
She's killed multiple party
Who are you
members
asking me
already.
to aim at?
Well, I'm gonna head towards the one that is, I guess, locked toward, locked on Cheville,
Okay.
which is the one closest to me, I'm assuming. Okay,
You can close the distance with a 60-foot fly.
so make an attack.
You can have advantage on it because it doesn't know you're coming.
Cool. I'm gonna use Seeking Ray on it as I'm flying at it. 30
Hit.
to hit.
Craig, do you want to roll your attacks and damage in the meantime?
On the one that me and Pia are
Whichever one
fighting?
you're gonna attack.
Okay, yep, 20 to hit.
Hit.
14
Not
on the
prepared.
one that me and Pia are fighting right now.
Okay.
24 damage.
Alright.
And it also is susceptible to ray attacks if anyone else has a ray attack.
Thea is going to throw a fireball, of course,
Naturally.
towards the other end of the beast.
The side that's not gonna hit any friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 31 in damage. The DC save, by the way, is a 17.
Didn't like that. You smolder several of the trees. A lot of the brush catches, incinerates really quickly. Poof of smoke that comes out. It's pretty
Fires
wet
that
and
have
lush
been made.
around here, so there's not a big worry about a forest fire.
Dang it.
Yeah, let me strike this fucking thing. 2 claws and a bite. 1 hit, 1 miss, 2 hits. 28 damage. And it's dead. God damn it.
No?
Nope.
Gonna run towards the nearest one and throw that harpoon again, baby.
You can get in range. It's the one Cheville's just
Yeah.
shredding into.
17?
Hit.
10 piercing, 6 lightning damage.
You get this one too.
Come on, man!
Just like, guys, I'm doing all the work.
Listen,
God
it's
damn.
I am the lightning. You don't see me coming and then bam.
I got a 20 to hit and a 14 for damage.
Yeah, I missed it. My bad. That's the last one. It's still going towards you. It's just going to run over you and Fia. You're going to get an attack of opportunity. Fia, you don't have a weapon
Yeah.
drawn, so you can't. It's going to run past the rest of the group. Photonos, it's going to run past you if you want to get an attack on it.
Wait, can I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
23 to hit. 26 damage!
Jesus. Yeah,
Hey!
it starts to run over you, and you just like put it over your head and just fillet this thing down the middle.
Nice.
Yeah!
Falls apart, lands on its face, skids for about 5 feet.
As you see a harpoon land in its head.
Yeah.
There are still birds and a giant noise coming from one direction, and if we don't want to face whatever that is, we should probably get out of here. Maybe
Well, it's like
progressing
behind them,
up that, the hill that's closest to us.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
north,
As far as we can get.
northwest.
Everyone give me a spot on the hill, and let me know
Right.
what direction you want to look out as you're crossing.
18, and I'm looking to the west.
17 to the north.
17 to the south.
15 to the west.
18 towards the direction that the birds were coming.
South. I'll send you
Lovely.
guys the stuff, and you'll have to, if you choose to share the information, you'll have to describe it in person. And we'll be
Okay.
back in like 10-ish minutes.